All right, we're going to jump right into a hot topic. And Rob, you're going to field this one. I noticed that a lot of people have opinions about step-on bindings.
Oh, here we go.
And you are one of the few people I've seen not just using them old man style to get off the lift and go down, but you're getting after it, freestyling with these bindings. Like, I honestly want to know, like, what's your take on them?
Over the last few years, they've gotten a lot better. They were in pretty rough shape for a while, obviously. Like, not many people have been adapting to it on the team and whatnot. So everyone could tell, obviously, it wasn't quite where we wanted it to be. But in the past years, there's been some changes that, I told the team, I was like, guys, if you fix this, I'll start riding them. It's plain and simple as, just feeling connection to the board was necessary. And I wasn't feeling it yet. They got some new ones in, and there were some iterations of prototypes where, we would have these hooks on it to like fix this feeling that I wasn't liking. But I think beginning of this winter, when I was at Trollhagen, I had just tried some with Chaz and the gang with like Luke and Grace, I think. And I started getting comfortable with them, and I was like, holy shit, like these could be great. And so we just figured I'd keep running them, and they were lasting for months. So I was like, all right, as long as they can hold up. I rode them in Japan and Switzerland after that, Minnesota for a while before, and they were holding up. So I figured I'd just run them and see if we could test them, make them better, and get them to like that spot where they'd actually be 100%. And I could say like, yes, this is perfect. They're not quite there yet. They're so close, but yeah.
So you're in the product development side of things with this too.
Yeah. Getting to do some really fun stuff on the horn with Dave Downing, which is just like, feels crazy just to be able to work with him. So I don't know, a lot of cool stuff going on at Burton with those, but yeah, definitely developing and always trying to like make them dope.
Actual question though, are they pushing you to ride him, or are you choosing them to ride him because you're genuinely hyped on them? I'm
choosing to, because at the end of the day as well, if I'm in the streets and I'm battling time constraints, bust, like just being tired, like I also, I'm a tall dude, I got a lot of blood flow, like, dude, I gotta bend over on like a sketchy drop in and strap my shit, and I'm just like, I stand up and I get a head rush, and they're like, okay, drop, like, and I'm about to pass out.
Like, give me 5, dude. I'm 7 foot. Give me 5 seconds. I had a lot of blood flow going.
Yeah. So man.
Egan's good with the ratchets though. Good.
I like the ratchet, but I will say I think vision goes dark. Maybe a third of the time I stand up.
Dude, it happens.
No, literally.
That is a thing. Yeah, bend over, stand up too quick.
Mm-hmm. I'm all excited to snowboard, stand up.
Yeah.
Can't see anything.
Yeah.
And just being able to like have like a chill step here, step there. Okay, drop, and you're not, I'm like, that would actually be dope. That would be super helpful.
All right, here's what I'm skeptical of, and I want to hear, because I've never ridden them, just like genuinely curious. Powder, you think about when you're on a powder day, you got to scoop all the stuff out of your binding. Just with a ratchet binding, it can be a pain in the ass. How are they when you're on a deep powder day?
It was annoying, but not for like having to get the snow out. Yeah. Like that, I thought was actually going to be the reason. There was just like an issue that we've been fixing in the prototyping that like they've given me some like 3D printed models, which are really awesome. And they have like these kind of stilts on the back of the heel cup. Heel cup would kind of bend a little. And so now they're fixing that up, making sure that that's going to be like in future models, which is great. And then that will basically, when you're trying to step into what I'm trying to show the heel cup here, right? And so when you're trying to step your boot back into the heel cup has a little bit of give because it's not like a fully, structured. There wasn't like anything down here holding it up. So it's just kind of floating, right? So they have now a stilt. And this is more of a problem that's on mainly just the large bindings. I think the smaller bindings just don't really have that issue, which is another just like, goddamn it thing.
Big body problems.
Yeah. So, this like kind of stilt thing they've put in here, which kind of connects in to make sure, it doesn't break off or whatever. It will support it more. So it's way easier to click right in. And what a lot of people have known is like the second click, where typically if anyone falls out, it's because they've only gotten one click into the heel cup, and if there's like a proper second click that actually gets you fully sturdy and in there. But a lot of people miss it.
All right,
hold on, I got a question here.
Go ahead.
So, because Nitro makes like a step on in collaboration with Burton too. Mm-hmm. And one thing I noticed from just like customer service feedback that we were getting is like, one of the complaints was like there was almost like a lot of play in like the cleat. And I was wondering, is that one of the things that you notice and that you like are working on, or?
Exactly. And that was right away mainly the one thing I'm like, okay, like this play right in the heel cleat where my heel's lifting.
It makes it like a little less responsive.
You know, and so now these new ones that I have are just, I think they're either in production, I think for 2026. I'm not 100% sure on when they're tailored for, but the ones that they gave us to ride this season, they don't have any play. So that whole issue where you'd have that heel lift is gone.
Damn, that's
I got a question.
Which is why I was like, dude.
How is adapting to when? All right, I don't know, Egan. Maybe you're like me. Like if I'm about to get after it, I talk about it on the show. I'm always looking for that one more click. It's like an anxious, like you reach down,
really strap it in.
You just freaking
At the top of the
strangle
drop-in
your
ramp,
ankles, and you're just like, okay, I can't get these things any tighter. I'm going at the jump. Is there a learning curve with the no one more click?
Only because you like have the feeling like you need to do that last click, because that's what I'm used to on a strap. But at the same time, like when you get fully clicked in, you feel like you've already cranked two past. Like it's like already
you're locked
there.
and loaded,
and almost to a fault. Like some people don't want that. If say I'm doing like a front board pretzel, I'm not trying to have my bindings as tight as they can possibly go. Like I want to have a little bit of toe roll, ankle or play like. But if I'm, going through a bunch of chunders, say I'm hitting a big jump, like hell yeah, I'm getting that extra click. But you're already there.
Are you running like the faux strap, like the little boa? Some of them have that like.
So it's like that.
Yeah, it's like an ankle strap, and it's like you basically boa it down. It's almost like a fake ankle strap, but it's on the boot.
But
exactly, and so that actually acts like a heel strap or ankle strap in the on a normal binding, because it at least is more material, and for like. When you lean forward into your boot, it helps support that lean. Yeah. Like you're not just going to fold over your ankle. Like
so, Chris, to answer your question, he's just actually tightening down that boa a little bit.
So
before he drops in, he's like,
honestly, that actually is that tracks.
Yeah, half the time I think it's because my boots are like untied or something when I'm looking for that one more click. Anyway.